bass drops deep, the beat bounces high. Afro beat meets house reggae too. Deep bass pumps making my heart sing blue. I'm spinning round under the neon lights, dancing wild through the night. Feel the groove, let go and shout. In this ride, we're never about. I'm Carney's ride, feeling the rhythm. Bass drops deep, the beat bounces high. Together we dance in this electrifying ride. Afrobeat, house, reggae, deep bass aside. Through the crowd, I see your smile. Together we shine, no need for a while. This moment's ours, let's embrace. In this ride, we'll find our place. I'm Carney's ride, feeling the rhythm. Bass drops deep, the beat bounces high. Feel the vibe, let the music fly. In this ride, we're truly free. I'm spinning round under the neon lights, dancing wild through the night. See why my doorship raised with the hill lies water. Ocean beat, ground rock by Borgia. Getting out of your heads, getting little bit of waste off. Do good, man, yeah, get it, a gate call. Don't want drug with the world, get a gate call. A lot of cloud points in your 4 city K car.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them.
Ain't no Carney that finally made well, this way back home. Help me on my journey. While I'm riding on a motorcycle across a beautiful country. Inside the cage, Carl, I'm working. The airports that I landed, the cruise ships that I leap on, and of course the events that I happen to be at. My name is Jeremiah Gonzalez, born in Albuquerque, and I grew up in the carnival lifestyle. Came back after all the years I've been gone. Now I ride with Vanguard Motorcycle Club and enjoy it while I can. Midway from the calm, smooth carousel ride to more than likely playing the games, enjoy yourself, to feeling sick from going on a roller coaster. So strap in and let's begin. Carney's ride
Oh, what's going on, Carney Riders? Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to let you know when the show is on. And if you want to help, support the channel, you can always share this onto your social media, whatever platform you may use. And don't forget to tag everybody, tag your friends, family, co-workers. I don't care if it's your enemies. And if you want to donate to the channel, right there on the bottom of the ticker, you'll see the donos. You can hit me on the cash or PayPal and Cash App. Matter of fact, on the top right corner, where your guys is left, is the QR code. So you hit your smartphone right there and get that zoom in, and you'll be able to get to the donos. And for those that don't know, you hit that donos, cash period app /$ Carney Vanguard. And if you got Cash App, you just gotta put it just like this. So, where do we go? What up, Prospect Mike? Thanks for tuning in. See 7 people in the chats. Nobody chiming in. All right. Let's see. So we got Mike Ball going on here. Let me throw that up real quick for you guys. Bum, 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 bum. Tune. Boom. Boom. I put the link up also for you guys. Do 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 do. 19, almost 20 minutes. Okay. What's going on, Dean? How are you? So we'll go ahead and put his link up. That way, if you guys want to tune in over there, you can drop by, give him a thumbs up, jump in the chat, tell him that Carney sent you, and give a shout out. I'll be jumping in and out of there, so they'll be watching it here also. So, bye-bye. So until then, what do we do? Right, less than 20 minutes till the show begins over there with Mike Ball, Archbishop, and Aaron Ollergen. So we will definitely check those guys out. But until then, let's get some tunes. 6 people watching, huh? Ba-ba. Let's do no harm. Do no harm. Yeah, I'm pretty much just waiting till I guess people show up and come hang out with us. Do no harm. It's what you get. Tolerance. Let's see life. That harsh. Car. Let's get those likes up, guys. If you're not busy, Mikey, just let me know. I'll send you the link. Come chill out with me up on stage. Tonight's going to be a roller coaster night. Just to let you know. So yeah, we're gonna tune into Mike Ball and the Diamond Effect crew once the show starts. A lot of knowledgeable people over there. Well, 3. Sounds good, man. I'm gonna send it to your messenger. Yeah. Gotta love that song. And that's from my brother Vanguard Rev. And you can check out his channel. You know what? I'll pull it up. Pull it up. That way you can check him out. And there's his link right there. Oh wait, if you want to check out that song, Do No Harm. He's got other video or stuff on there. Good brother. And you can also check him out, the business side of things. Get my shout outs out there right away. And there you go for Big Twin Life. And do all of our apparel. Check them out. You can check them out over on Facebook also. Either Big Twin Life or Jackson Graphics. So and don't forget to tell them that, Carney sent you. Do. Check it out. What shall we do? All right. Who's out and about tonight? Well, we got Clovertail.
Right. So ammo and gun. There's some other basic things, right? The eyes, the ear. I mean, people who would be listening to this would already have all.
I like ammo and guns. And if they're both together, that's even
We're
awesome.
always the first ones to pitch in and help each other out. I think that's amazing. But outside of YouTube, in the real world, because this isn't the real world, let's be real. This is just a fun thing for all of us. PA Bike says, especially now in the holidays, it's good to check on people because the holidays are always the toughest. That is also a true statement because not everybody has a place to go for the holidays. Not everybody has somebody they could talk to for the holidays, and it becomes a very depressing moment for them. What's up, Mr. Cupcake in the Hay House? Good to see you. So yeah, the community. And what can we do to help this along? I think the best thing we could do to help this along is reach out to people, stop and see them, check on people, things like that. Talk to other people and motorcycle enthusiasts. What's up, Tito? What's going on? And Mr. Dallas Face Mole. How you doing, brother man? Hey, Carney's here. What's going on, Carney? Good to see you. John, how you feeling, man? Good to see you. See, that's what I'm talking about. We break each other's balls, but with much love, respect behind it, Let's see. Watching for my show. Oh, okay. Yeah, right on. Good to see you. So we could, like, you go to a motorcycle shop or a dealership, and there's people always in and out of there. Hey, just say, hey, what's up, man? Get to know people, because we have this one common thing. Doesn't matter. What's up, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Paulie. So we have this one common denominator. It's a love of riding motorcycles. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter which brand you ride. Hello, beautiful Kelpfire. Good to see you. It doesn't matter. Honestly, I don't care if you ride a Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Harley, Indian, Victory,
and if you want, share
all the others.
Just like what I'm doing.
It doesn't matter. As long as you're in the wind, that's all that matters, Yeah. The common thing is we love motorcycles. We are crazy and weird. Yes, we are. Some crazier than others, some not so crazy. And some people might say, you got it a little too out there for me. And that's okay. It really is. It really is okay. So what can you do? You don't have to answer me. Answer yourself. What can you do to make the motorcycle community in the real world better in your area? I know when I go to rallies and things like that, and if you've been to a rally with me, I talk to everybody. I can't help it. You know, I can never go someplace and be alone because I always see and know somebody. Yes, Mob in the Mountains is a great place to go and do that. There's a perfect example of helping the community is Mob in the Mountains. It brings people together and we all have a great time. What's up, Bill? How you doing, MC Crimson Glide? In the house, man. Good to see you. Hey, Brock is here. You know, hey, I don't know if anybody knows, I don't think everybody knows. 701 Traveler was the big winner on Saturday, and he scored himself a complete front and rear suspension from Suspension Technologies, getting shipped out through Rolling Throttle. Good to see you, man. Congratulations again. Oh, sucks. Cyrus won't be able to make the live stream tonight. Oh, man. Okay. What's the best stage to do on a rig 3? Paul, what do you mean by a rig 3? You mean like a three-wheeler? I'd say the best stage, if you want to talk stages, the best stage to do for performance, touring, and all around have a good time. Get a stage 2, cam it, full exhaust, good tuner, good air cleaner, throttle body, injectors, intake manifold, get rid of all the plastic, and ride it and have fun. That's just me, if that's what you're asking. You know? Oh, man, yes. Hell yeah, Melt Shop, man. Why not even hello? Hello. Yeah, talk to people and try and get them involved and spread the information. Exactly. Or like Rob Benjamin does. He's very involved with ABATE. And if you don't know what ABATE is, you really need to look into it because they do a great thing. They're the ones who fight for our rights.
Motorcycle
in
rights
town halls, city halls in the U.S. government.
organizations,
So,
Motorcycle
ABATE
Rights
does a beautiful
Federation,
thing.
or
You know,
foundation.
Greg says, I always talk to kids
anything
around
dealing
here
with
when they stop
motorcycle
by and look
rights
at the
you wanna
bikes.
check
Right
out.
on. Oh, man. See that, Brock? Your suspension's shipped out today. Right on. Awesome. That's the best suspension that Brock has ever buy because he did pay for it. The membership paid for it and some non-members. You know what I mean? You know? Yeah. Lucky man. That's right. Yeah. Oh, okay. For a Rogue Glide 3, yeah, I would do a cam, full exhaust, intake manifold,
Let's
throttle
go
body.
over there.
If you want to go
We've
that
got
deep,
about 5 minutes.
get rid of all the plastic,
See where they're at.
tappet cuffs, and do something for the clutch and a really good tuner, whether it's a Thunder Max, Impact Solutions.
Oh shit. So say hi over here real quick.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so the only thing in there in the instructions about water is using water to clean it. It says it wants you to be really careful doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Carney. Cheers, man.
Yeah, there was a whole deal about emptying the water out of it, and I couldn't figure out what that was about.
Yeah, that's cleaning.
All right. Yeah, over there I gotta be careful when I stream on top. Baseman likes to play music in the background. He doesn't care about monetize. So when will the reset happen? I don't want to even. I don't want to do this. Why? Oh well. Let's put 1-6. Fuck it. Boogie. Boogie, boogie, boogie. That's just fine. That's a regular. I like that. Um, um, do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Respect. Do 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 do. Do. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, those of all ages, enjoy the diamond effect.
One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. my future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. So let me be free. One day I'm gonna be free. Mentally and physically, emotionally and spiritually. One day I'm gonna be free. I'm standing at the crossroads, feeling like a lost soul. Don't know where I wanna go, but all I know is I wanna be free. They're telling me to let it be, but that just ain't in me, no. Jealousy and envy, but all I see is I wanna be free. See everything I wanna be, exactly what I'm gonna be. Don't let it get the most of me. Eventually, I'm gonna be free. See everything I wanna be, exactly what I'm gonna be. Yeah. One day I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free. Let me be free. One day I'm gonna be free. Mentally and physically, emotionally and spiritually. Yeah. One day I'm gonna be free. I told them take their aim off me. Stop trying to get a name off me. If they would just let me be, I'm gonna be free. I told them take them chains off me and throw away the locks and keys. If they would just let me be, eventually I'm gonna be free.
What up, though? What up, though? 14 days.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for you to say 7.
We back again for another episode of Dominant Effect. I'm Archbishop. We got Mike Ball, Aaron Olinger. What's up, everybody? Apologies for last week. I ended up having to work a little later than planned, and I knew I wasn't going to make it back home in time enough to do this. So we're going to put more into it tonight to make up for what we didn't do last week. But before we get started, like always, we check and see what everybody done for the week. So what's up, Aaron? How you doing, brother? How was your holiday?
I'm doing great. Oh, man, it was wonderful. I got to spend time with family. I was invited to 3 different dinners, and I went to them. I always take something to the party with me. So everyone enjoyed the food I brought, and I enjoyed the company and conversation. So to me, it doesn't get any better than that. I'll stop there.
That's right. It doesn't get much better than that. I had family fly in, and we kind of traditionally since last year have where we all agreed that the family is going to all come here for Thanksgiving kind of thing. So that's exactly what we did, and we had a great time. And great people to be around, great family, food. Man, it was just a great time all the way
What's
around.
up, Mikey?
What up? What up?
Yeah, it was pretty good on this end. I worked for most of it, but then on actual Thanksgiving, I had to go in there and get the kitchen a little bit, burn a little bit. But yeah, everything was good, man. I made the best of the little bit of time that I did have off because like I said, I didn't have the whole weekend off. I had to go back to work. So, but what time I did have, I had a good time. So
That's good.
That's up there.
being able to spend it with family and friends, and you know what I mean, that's just what this is about, right? So
That's right.
that's what we're doing.
Do you guys mess with Black Friday or Cyber Monday or any of that shit?
Hell no.
'Cause I don't either. I didn't even look. You know.
No, I didn't
Black
even.
Friday, I thought that was
Nah.
time for just
I ain't
sleep.
even attempted. I ain't even open my eyes. You know what I mean?
I heard
That's
that.
one of them times you just look and be like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Just keep on going. Like I said, I mean, like we got this going, and then we also said we got Christmas right around the corner. And so that's gonna be a good one. Also during the month of December, Mike, we got an anniversary.
Oh shit.
On the 28th.
Oh, for Diamond
we
Effect?
did our first show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that would
That'll be a third year?
that'd be our second year.
Second year. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Right. Yeah. So we're gonna have something. We're gonna have something special on that day. Let me see if we can throw out. We may have a couple of free things to throw out to the ones that's watching that night. So, but we'll see. So we're gonna jump into this story. Like I said, we was gonna jump into this last week, but we're gonna jump into it now. But I want to jump into the question that millions of Americans kind of feel in their gut right now, but they don't really know how to explain it. And that is this collapse happening naturally, or is somebody else guiding this? Because let's be real, these prices didn't just skyrocket on accident. Middle class doesn't disappear on accident. The dollar doesn't get challenged by half the world overnight by accident.
I figure you might like watching this.
And these banks don't quietly collapse one after the other.
It's not drama.
Every major
I
system
don't
in
hear
this country.
squawking.
This is real life drama.
Bending, breaking. Some of them are resetting.
This
at the
is
exact
you
same
know,
time.
shit hits the fan drama.
Oddly
Yep.
peculiar. So today,
Real
we're
drama.
going to lay out the patterns that the media is not going to talk about, don't want to talk about, and the warning signs that this is a global shift. And the forces that benefiting from this shift. So this episode, I'm going to tell you right now, is not about fear. It's about clarity. Because when you know what's happening and you know the truth behind what's happening, you can stay 10 steps ahead of this. So this is what we're going to talk about today. So the first thing I want to talk about, and I titled this like each time I go by different segments as to what we're going to do. But this segment here, I'm going to title "Why Americans Feel Poor, Even When the Data Says Otherwise." Once again, why Americans feel poorer, even when the data says otherwise. Now,
I would just assume on that, by the way, that it would just be that people don't know how to live below their means. That's what I would assume.
Yeah, that has a little bit to do with it.
That would be a big part of it. But you also have to equate that the Federal Reserve has created a certain amount of inflation. And then with their quantitative tightening, which is the reduction of money out there in the system, and that's a monetary policy, they're totally controlling the availability of money to the public. And then they're creating inflation that sits back and robs your bank accounts, because when you go to the store to spend your earnings, everything now costs more. We've since 2020, we've seen things go up 3 times, 4 times what we were paying for just a few years ago. And back then they could blame it on the epidemic or pandemic that was going around. But what's the excuse now? Inflation is still there. They claim it's going down, But the only thing that went down in my area in recent months is that gasoline. It's below $3 a gallon. But what little bit I'm saving there doesn't compensate me for the amount that food is costing, especially meat and produce, especially if it's organic, or they call it organic. Back in my day, it was just
What's
apples and
going on,
oranges.
Solo?
Now
How are you doing?
it's
You're in North
organic if
Carolina
it's
there?
not GMO, which is seedless. So
Real quick on that, Aaron, regarding
ahead.
the inflation, people conflate what is actually happening. Like, oh, prices, they're claiming that the prices are going down essentially. No, they're just claiming that the rate of inflation has gone down a little bit. That's what they're basically getting at. Not that
Right.
prices or anything around you is necessarily going to get lower, because they're not. They're just
So
going up faster, slower. You know what I mean? That's essentially the way it works.
I'm going to tell you this: when the Federal Reserve created inflation, and Biden said a little bit of inflation never hurt anybody, which that was a lie. And he also said inflation is transitory, which means temporary. That turned out to be a lie. With inflation being where it's at, once inflation got started, greed got started with it. And you got corporations out there that saw a chance to raise prices, even though the tariffs weren't in effect or anything. And they saw a chance to make extra money. Then it took on a life of its own. It became greed became a Frankenstein monster that was floating hand in hand with inflation. Now inflation is going lower, but has greed gone lower? I say not, but I'll stop there.
You know, both of you are right, but one of the things, like what Mike was saying, like
Okay, no
from
spam calls
the paper
right now. We're
itself,
watching
inflation
the
is
show.
dropping on paper,
Right?
but it's
Ignore.
rising in reality, actually.
Yes.
You know, so, but you also got to realize that the government tracks inflation using the CPI system, which averages the prices are based on certain categories. So real world inflation is basically non-negotiable. It's not even added into that. So when you're dealing with food, rent, utilities, insurance, transportation, they've increased far faster than what the CPI suggested. Now, groceries, for instance, in the past 2 years has went anywhere between 20 to 40% increase. Car insurance went up 30%. Now, I know here in Florida, car insurance is outrageous.
I can't even imagine. All insurance in Florida for everything is outrageous.
Right. It's outrageous. And good old Mr. DeSantis is part of the reason why a lot of that is like it is. I mean, and they did a lot of protests here in Florida dealing with that insurance. Matter of fact, Bone was one of the ones that was up there. He spoke at the state capitol several times dealing with this insurance thing. And so what they did was, like, being the fact that, you know, Florida has hurricanes, of course. So right before the last hurricane, what they did was they came through and they canceled a lot of people's flood insurance. So then when it flooded, they didn't have to pay out. So then they passed this bill, and a lot of the insurance companies left Florida, which only left a handful of companies here.
Yep.
So once you did that, they hiked the prices up because you didn't have no choice. You had to go through them. You know, so like, for instance, I ran into this when I first got here. So when I moved from Ohio to Florida, I had State Farm insurance, which State Farm is nationwide, right? So before I left, I asked them, I said, okay, so do I need to switch my insurance or am I good? They was like, no, you're good. State Farm. It's nationwide. Okay. But when I came here and I went to get my license transferred,
they're like, nope.
I give them my insurance card and they was like, no, you can't use this. What you mean? State Farm's nationwide. They said, no, it has to say State Farm, Florida.
Right. Regional. It's regional by that.
Yes. Has to say State Farm, Florida. Okay.
That's almost exactly the same thing that California just went through with the Palisades fires. You know, what I mean,
Mhm.
they all these companies pulled out right before all this shit, and they left the California. And guess what? There's only like 2 companies. So how's that work?
Monopoly.
Right. And then just as soon as I did that, as soon
Yep.
as I went in there and signed up, my insurance automatically went up $100. Automatically. And now it's just like every couple months it's jumping up. It's jumping up. You know what I mean? And it got to one point, just one vehicle alone, I was paying almost $400 a month.
Unreal.
You know,
I'd say
from
more than that.
my previous insurance payment was like 110.
Right. Right.
So if that tells you how much it bounces, you know what I mean, here, and how high it went. But it got so high here that a lot of these businesses,
But you have to expect
especially
that
up
when
in the
you move
Panhandle,
to Tornado Alley
they
or
constantly got
Hurricane
hit.
Alley.
The insurance are jacked up so
Tornado
high
Alley,
that
Hurricane
people
Alley,
couldn't
Earthquake
afford
Alley.
insurance. They wasn't getting insurance.
Yeah.
And then another hurricane come through and they hit it. They hit, then another one
Yeah.
come through and it hit
Insurance
what
was high
didn't hit
when
the
I
first
lived in
time
Florida.
and just wiped it out. You know what I mean? And people lost their ass over there because they didn't have insurance because they couldn't afford it.
Yep.
And,
And they're left holding the bag with nothing at the end of the day. It's terrible.
Right, right. So now you got these companies that keep
place that really
prices
have high
the
insurance.
same, so they say, but they shrinking the
Probably
products.
everywhere else I lived.
So you have say like an 18-ounce box of cereal. Now it's 14 ounces.
Yep.
You got the family size bag of chips that's 2 to 3 ounces smaller. You got a whole bag, and by the time you grab the bag, you got this much chips in it out of a whole big bag.
The rest of it was just air, you know.
Right. Even down to the toilet paper.
What is it?
You got fewer sheets.
3 potatoes.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
right.
they've been dropping this stuff down. Mind you, they charging you more for it,
They're raising the prices on it though.
but they dropping down the actual product that they give you.
And then
So-
they only give you about
It isn't now that particular part isn't counted
not
in
even a
that
potato.
CPI. So
Nope.
the public feels
The
the pain
problem
on that
is you're
without the
basically
system
paying for
actually
all the
acknowledging
preservatives and
that's what's
junk
really
that they
going
add
on.
to the food that they don't need.
So then you
Yeah.
have, on top of that, you got the wages that's going up, but it's also the cost of living is going up. Okay. No, let me take that back. Let me go back. The wages aren't going up, but the price of living is going up. Sorry. So even though the wages rose, 3 to 5 cents, inflation went a whole lot more than that. So after the adjustment for inflation, most Americans basically lost their purchasing power. So real wages have declined nearly every year since 2020 in the middle class section, that is. Now, the middle class has historically been the backbone of American stability. Is what it's always been. But today, this day and age, they earn too much for financial aid, too little to afford homes, retirements, and Medicare. And the money is so tight, you can't save. You're not able to save nothing because everything you making, you putting right back out the door.
Yeah, they're underwater already. Yep.
Right. You just looking at your bank account and like, yeah, okay. And
I'm just trying to make it to the next day, you know, kind of thing. I
Right.
get it.
right, and it's gone. You know what I mean? So this isn't a random thing. It mirrors a historic control collapse used to shift the power from the middle to the top. And that's part of what we're going through right now. I mean, and from what we're looking at here, it's not going to get any easier. So
What's up,
when me and Aaron was
How you
talking earlier, I
doing?
was telling him that I had seen something today where the Fed said that the first week
Yeah, I
in
figured I'd
December
sit
that
here
they
and
were
watch,
going to get off of the
diving
quantitative
effect
tightening
tonight.
and go back into
Chill out.
quantitative easing. So with the easing, the only thing that they're going to do is just print money out the damn air. They're going to throw money everywhere. And like me and Aaron was talking about, for the short term, yes, it'll stimulate.
Yeah, if
It'll
you
keep
wanna
away the little
jump up,
stagflation
just let
there
me
for a
know.
little bit.
I'll
People
send
will
you the
start
link.
buying, and they may go and they may drop the interest rate just a little bit. So, you know, if you want to go get a house or something, you're gonna be able to do it. But on the back end, though, the inflation is gonna jump up. The prices for the stuff that we're paying for now is gonna jump up because the more money you have circulating to buy the same number of products that's been out, prices are gonna go up. So, in one sense, people would think that it's helping them, but in all actuality, it's really not. You know, and that's the reason how they went into that quantitative easing anyway. They printed out all this money from the air just to go back and buy these bonds. And then they took them bonds when they did the tightening, and a lot of those bonds just went poof, disappeared.
Yep.
Like they were never there. Basically, they got wrote off. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't understand exactly what that meant. You know what I mean? What they were doing. A lot of people ain't really go through and see what quantitative easing and quantitative tightening really was and how that actually affects you. But now you get ready to see. The holidays is coming up. Everything's getting ready to jump up. All the prices are getting ready to skyrocket. And it's not gonna get any easier. This is just the beginning of what's going on. And that's, as we keep going in here, then you're gonna see that it's a whole lot more than what people are talking about. But let me ask you this question here, and I know Aaron, you're gonna jump something up here, but the question that I'm asking you in the audience to answer, you can put it on the chat what your answer is gonna be.
What is she doing?
Is the dollar in real
Chewing
danger?
on her bone. And she has it up against the wall, so it's an
This is
echo
just
chamber.
fear
Crunch,
overblown.
yeah.
Put your answer in the comment as to what you think it is. I'm gonna read it again. Is the dollar in real danger, or is this a fear overload?
The dollar?
Aaron, I'll start with you.
Dollar.
All right, Mike, if you don't mind, could you put up that photo for me?
I got you. Let me
Give
see.
that here.
Let me locate it first. Give me a second.
I don't
here.
want to hear it on the echo chamber. They don't
Here
want
it
to hear
is.
it. You can snort at me all you want.
Right.
Okay, as people can see, this is the dollar's worth. And you can see it's had some highs, but here recently, it looks like a ski slope that somebody goes skiing on. It's been constantly going down. Keep in mind that the Federal Reserve, or let me take that out, the central banking system of the world is basically destabilizing the dollar and taking its value down lower, lower, and lower. So is it our imagination that we're losing purchasing power? No. The graph itself clearly shows that it is, because under quantitative tightening, which is a contractionary monetary tool that's applied by the central banks to decrease the amount of liquidity or money supply in the economy. So if they're decreasing money supply, businesses that hire people cannot create new jobs, especially good paying jobs. They don't have the money to expand. So you're decreasing the ability of people to earn, as well as the creation of new jobs for the young people that's getting out there into the workforce. Now we're going to go to quantitative easing, which again is a monetary policy by the central banks. It's where the purchases are predetermined amount of government bonds that they're going to buy, or company shares, to artificially stimulate the activity or the economy. The key word there is artificially stimulate. You're manipulating the market. It's not real. You're buying U.S. debt that's supposed to be sold on the world market to other countries, and the Federal Reserve or the central banks are supposed to be the buyer of last resort. No one's buying our debt right now. So that hurts the value of our money. So the Fed has to step in and purchase it, which that becomes a loan to the government that has to be paid back. It forms a dependency on an entity that doesn't have our country in its best interest. Look at the Great Depression. Because they didn't like the president that was in office, they kept raising interest rates until the stock market collapsed. Then and they've been around since 1913. And then 5 years later, under Roosevelt, they said that the American public couldn't own gold no more, and they had to turn in their gold. And if the president didn't make it happen, that they was going to hurt our economy worse. And the American public was forced to turn it in for the Federal Reserve notes. That's how much power that they have. And as you can see, they control the money. They're the manufacturer of the money. And look at how the dollar has slid down over and over again. People's bank accounts should feel like they're being raped right now because of how much purchasing power we've lost. But
Well,
let me stop there. I'm getting
actually,
mad over here.
I got a little some regarding purchasing power. This is actually a graph that I made, and this is into regards to the gold buying power in 2025 and the U.S. dollar in 2025. Right. So the blue line's the U.S. dollar, as you guys can see it going down each month, and gold going up each month. The way that I reset this is when I made this graph, I reset all bases back at 0. Okay, so everything was
You're
rebased at 0 at January 2025, and this is the difference since then, right? So this is just leading up till September. This is what January, February, March, April, May, June. That's it, and that's how much of a difference we're already seeing when everything's been rebased. So yeah, our US dollar is definitely in jeopardy right now.
No.
Yeah. And then on top of that, we're carrying a US debt right now of $38.34 trillion. I mean, there's our interest payment on that. And this is a year, is $970 billion a year. That's almost $1 trillion. That's just the interest payment. We can't even pay down the debt. We can't afford, we have to borrow money from other nations just to pay the interest payment. I mean, can you imagine having a credit card that you can't pay on the debt at all? All you can do is make the interest payment, and you're barely doing that. You're having to borrow money in order to pay that debt. I mean, name me one nation in the world that got out of debt by borrowing more money. Name me any of them. It's a floundering economy. I mean, we're that far over the edge of the cliff. We're falling. And somebody is helping us along the way called the central banking system.
Now, Aaron, I got a question. I got a question for you. Do you see us being somewhat in the same range numbers of what objectively hyperinflation would be?
We're getting close.
Okay.
We're getting close. I mean, we're paying 3 and 4 times what the normal price of things was. But like, I'm gonna use Argentina as an example. They're in hyperinflation right now. A dozen eggs cost $200. So, I mean, you're talking about their bank accounts being raped. I mean, they're barely able to afford to eat.
Yeah, but we just bought out their currency.
Yeah, we bought the currency, and they ain't gonna be able to pay us back.
Hell no! I don't know why we fucking do dumb shit like this.
Well, we did it because if we get into war down in South America, Colombia is already against us, and then you've got Brazil is a part of the BRIC alliance. We need a friendly nation down there if we have to run planes to or come at a different direction on an attack to get them in a 2-front war. We would need that access, and we can't let that whole country down there go red and become BRIC alliance. They're too close to our border. So we're trying to save some of the allies, but man, we're so far over the edge ourselves. Anybody we try to save, it's like you're trying to save someone in water and you're holding them up, but they're pulling you under the water, and you're trying to save them, but you're bobbing up and down. You're almost drowning trying to save these people. So, man, we're in a bad shape right now, and people don't realize how bad it is.
But a lot of these interest payments that's being paid rivals a lot of major federal programs, like the amounts that they're spending, because the interest rates rose, the cost of service and the debt just exploded. So with that forces the government to do this little loop, so to speak. So you got more borrowing equals larger payments equals more borrowing. Now on the historic side of that, you know, every major empire, and we've talked about this before, every major empire collapsed financially following
internally.
this script,
Right.
following this script right here. So you had Rome that was basically had to debase their currency. You had Germany that printed out way more money than they were supposed to, which started hyperinflation, printing out more than what they were supposed to. And then, like you said, you got Argentina and Greece that defaulted after the debt. Now you got to turn around and buy out that debt. Same reason how you got China and Japan and these other countries buying out our treasuries as we speak.
Right.
You know what I
Rome
mean?
was interesting with their bullion. You know, they had like 90% sterling, and they had fine silver and stuff like that in their coins. But as far as I know, they went from, having high silver content to damn near nothing by the end of their collapse. And that's essentially the government printing money. It's the same concept, because you only have a limited amount of supply of gold and silver. And if you keep cheapening your currency just to get more of your currency, well, you're actually losing in the long run.
Right, right. And then too, you also got to think that once they switch back over to this quantitative easing, dollar's going to drop a little bit more. So that part is definitely going to happen.
Ooh, it looks like
They've already
somebody's
said that
getting some
between the 1st and the 10th
super
of
chat.
December, they're going
Can't
to
wait till I get
lean
get
over
that.
more towards quantitative
awesome.
easing and stop tightening.
Hopefully
So-
soon.
So you're going to see.
That'd be
We
cool too. If
talk
I could
about
get
this.
my,
Give it about a couple months, and then we're going
super chats and all that. If I hit
compare
my
some of this
500
stuff as
before
to
Christmas,
what the price is now,
get a nice
as
Christmas
opposed
gift.
to what the price is going to be in a couple
Yep.
months.
Real quick, I
Now-
want to shout out Black
Good.
Legionnaire for the $5, man. Thank you
Tommy.
so much for that.
Good job,
Goes a
Tommy.
long freaking way.
Now, then on top of that, you also got to think about the global shift, because you got a lot of these countries that's trying to push yourself away from the dollar. That's what started the BRIC
That's right.
expansion. So that's a direct threat to U.S. dominance around the world. Now, of course, y'all know BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, but they now been joined
prepare
by
for revolt.
Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Iran,
Yeah.
Egypt, and Ethiopia.
Right.
Um,
Great way around sanctions for themselves. It's great.
Right, right. Now, with Saudi Arabia, you got to think Saudi Arabia plus the BRICS partnership, that threatens the U.S. in one big way, because that was the reason why Saudi Arabia got away from the petrodollar.
Right.
And that petrodollar was the foundation of global power since 1974, when they first initiated it.
The year I was
Now,
born.
those of you who don't know the story with that, the dollar was actually under the gold standard until 72, when Richard Nixon took it off. Now, in 74, Henry Kissinger made a deal with Saudi Arabia that we're gonna put bases all around, and we're gonna protect you and the UAE, and then
Our
nobody's
debt
gonna mess with you.
should've
And if they
been
do,
paid
then they
off
got to deal with
when
us.
we took
In
back
exchange for that,
Afghanistan,
you're going to
saved
sign this
us.
50-year agreement that no one
Yeah.
can buy oil in this area unless they use the U.S. dollar to do it. That was done 50 years ago. When that ended
51
on
years ago.
June 9th of, was it June 9th? Yeah, June 9th. When that ended, dollar instantly started dropping because Saudi Arabia decided that they wasn't going to re-up this treaty, and they're going to let everybody just get it however they get it. Now you don't need the dollar in order to buy it. So what was people doing? Start dumping. They started dumping treasury. They start putting the money back out in circulation that they were holding on to, which helped with dropping it some more, because there was more currency floating around than it needed to be. So they already had this set up that this is what they was going to do. that they was
Entertain
going
yourself.
to end up going over to BRICS.
Uh-oh.
That's exactly what they did.
Somebody
So,
sounds like she's bugged.
Yeah.
So these countries are settling trade on
Come here. You want
on
love is get
more
over
of
here.
a non-dollar by using non-dollar
Fucking
currency.
princess.
Is what they've been doing. So you got China and Russia. They now trade using the yen.
It's the high pitched barking
Um,
that bugs
You
everybody.
got India and Russia using rubles. You have Saudi Arabia has been negotiating deals by using the yen. So that weakens the global demand for the dollar because everybody was getting oil from there. So that's constantly weakening on that end. Then you got the de-dollarization is
Wait a minute.
it's slow, but it's steady. Because it hasn't risen since June 9th, since they ended the petrodollar. It hasn't risen at all. It's just been gradually dropping. But you got to think about this. Even a 10% shift from the dollar destabilizes the U.S. markets. And it raises inflation at the same time.
Fired up, Mike.
Now, why does that matter?
Fired up.
Because if global trust from the U.S. dollar fades, the imports become more expensive, borrowing becomes harder, inflation becomes permanent, and
Zip ties home.
the U.S. loses its geopolitical leverage. Now that's the backbone of the global power that we've had, that's slipping. So whether we want to believe this or not, this is what's going on.
I don't know which one.
A lot of people don't know.
I didn't know.
They don't even talk
I
about
just asked him, and he,
you know what I mean? You hear every now and again, you may hear something about BRICS every now and again, but nobody's actually going on there telling you exactly how serious that is because they're doing everything humanly possible to drop that dollar.
Right. And that's, just like we're struggling, they're struggling too. They don't got it all fantastic either, but they are a humongous threat. Want to give a big shout out to Terrell coming in with the $5 on the Cash App. I very much appreciate that. That
That's
goes
awesome.
Thank you for that.
Another Cash App. I like hearing
Go ahead,
that.
Aaron.
Yeah, I want to add to what you're saying. When you went back in history and you talked about us going off the gold standard, our money was in trouble back then, whether people realized it or not. We had to go off the gold standard or we was about to become insolvent as a nation. Plus, OPEC oil had us by the short hairs because they put an oil embargo against us and was threatening our economy with not selling us any oil. Now, when Henry Kissinger negotiated that petrodollar agreement, we were long-standing holding that grudge. The countries that didn't sign on for that, if you notice, OPEC don't exist no more. We destabilized everybody from Libya down to Syria. We destabilized all of them. We taught them a hard lesson. We destroyed their economies. They don't hardly exist no more. They're failed countries. And we took it to them. And now you fast forward to right now. Saudi's trying to play both sides against the middle. They're trying to play on the BRICS side, but they're still kind of leaning toward us. So Trump was able to get the Saudis to manufacture more oil, to flood the market with oil. Argentina, well, not Argentina, but Venezuela and Russia and some other countries, the value of their money is based upon their oil production and their oil sales. With oil being down around $40 to $48 a barrel, their economy is hard hit. Now, if oil went above 100, they would be walking in tall grass with the tall dogs. But right now, their economies are suffering because the market is oversaturated with oil, so they can't get as big a price. China is suffering due to all the corporations that have gone under within their own nation, which the corruption and the corporations going under has created such large debt that their money isn't as strong as it would appear on the surface. So they can't take off right now on us as hard as they think that they'd want to because of how bad things is for them right now. If it wasn't for that, we'd be in some trouble. But as long as we can keep the pressure valves on them, on their economies, then it takes a little pressure off of us. But hey, we're still suffering too over here because we don't build a dependency upon the central banking system to keep us afloat with their currency, their Federal Reserve notes. They're literally running our economy right now. And I feel that was one of the worst things that ever happened when they allowed the central banking system set up inside this country. Russia and China, I believe, got rid of them,
sucks.
but we still have them, and we're going to pay a price for that when our economy collapses, and it's due to them manipulating the puppet strings. But I'll stop there.
Well, at least you got his smokes.
Very true.
That's the biggest thing.
Hey, everybody, make sure you hit the like button. By the way, we have over 100 of you guys in here. Make sure you hit that like
he
button
could
and
always
double tap
stop and pick
the
up.
screen if you're on the vertical side.
So do you think, Aaron, that this well, I'll ask you and Mike, do you think this could lead to this new financial system like CBDCs?
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, the Federal Reserve already has Fed Now in place, which that's not digital currency. It's a service provided by the Fed that allows banks to transfer money back and forth in large sums in real time. They have that in place. They already have the CBDC, the central bank digital currencies, which exists only in a digital form. And instead of printing money, the Fed, or rather the central bank, issues a widely accessible digital coin that transactions can be made more simple. You don't have to print money to do a transaction. Everything is done digitally. That's the carrot on the stick to get everybody to go for it, is everything's going to be much more simpler. Yeah, it's going to be simpler for them to control you, but hey, what do I know? But I'll stop there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because crisis is what actually starts all these new systems. So take for example, back in 2008, you had the crisis that went on then. So then you had the mega bank consolidation, where they went through and paid all that money to free up all those banks. After the Great Depression, you had the start of the Social Security and the FDIC right after that. A modern collapse that we're talking right now could lead to this digital dollar, because it's programmable, it's trackable, and it's fully controlled. Now, the Fed Now was the infrastructure, but the CBDC could actually be the final step to that. And I was looking at this documentary earlier in the week, and it was talking about the CBDC and the digital IDs and all that. And the way it was talking on there about how the WHO was talking about in 2030 that the world will own nothing and be happy for it. And that actually came from. And that actually came from a lady who had wrote a paper over in Germany, and this is what she had highlighted as to what she felt should go on. And it's not going to be done without protest. We all know that. People gonna raise hell whenever it comes to that. But there's actually stuff that's in place right now that we actually use every day that's pretty much close to what they're doing, because a lot of these states have been implementing certain little things here and there, like the digital license, or when you're doing the pay and you got your card on your phone and you just just tap and just go on about your business. They've been slowly working us into that anyway. You just ain't realize that that's what they're doing, because it's easy, it's convenient, less time, and most people now that you talk to, what's the first thing they say? Oh, I don't carry cash. They slowly moving you into it. You know what I mean? So a lot of people will just go into it like it's no big deal. You know what I mean? A lot of people will go against it based on what they feel this represents. You know, and total control of your money where you can tell where every dime is going, where you can tell me what I can and cannot spend my money on, where everything is trackable and traceable. You know what I mean? It's a system of control, basically. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. That's just what it's going to be. And it's slowly coming. Like I said, the UK is doing it right now. They've been doing it in China. I seen a thing the other day. Do you realize how many people, actual people that has jobs, is actually sleeping on the street right now because their social credit score is so low that they can't even get housing, or they can't drive the cars, the little electric cars, because their social credit score is too low? I mean, this is what's coming, whether we want to face it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Real
No,
quick,
we-
Cali Kills coming in with the $9.99,
Nice.
saying, I can listen to you guys all day, every day. Y'all speaking nothing but facts. That is true, bro. Awesome.
That's
Thank you for
awesome.
that.
I mean, it's when you look at it, you can look at it two different ways. Number one, it's a sad set of events because we know what's going on, but then also we're actually living in history right now, because this is going to be, people were thinking that this was going to be something that was going to be way far into the future, and it's not.
It's right here,
This is
around the
gonna be
corner.
right. This is going to be within the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Within the next 5 years, all this stuff is going to be implemented. So now the question is, what are you going to do between now and that time? What are you going to do? How are you going to prepare for it?
No kidding.
What things are you going to have in place? You know
Can
what
you
I mean?
survive this?
Right, because this isn't the time that you wait until it happens. Because if you wait until it happens, you're too late.
Facts. Way too late.
So then you have on top of all this, now you got the huge AI surge, you know, and that's dealing with a lot of stuff, dealing with automation, a lot of these warehouse jobs, a lot of these factory jobs, a lot of these automotive jobs, some in, you know, like Chrysler, Ford, GM, they're getting more automated. People losing those, people getting out of those jobs. They're not getting out of them because they want to get out of them. They're getting out of them because they're getting, they don't have one. They don't have a job. But I seen a thing 2 days ago.
Come on.
And
This is asinine.
it said that millions of men from the ages of 20 to 54 have disappeared from the workforce. Over 7 million prime age men between 20 and 54 are no longer working. And they had the different reasons. So the reasons that they had was disability claims, lack of opportunity, automation, eliminating the jobs, and a lot of them just had mental health decline. 7 million. 7 million prime
That's a
age
lot.
men between 20 to 54 disappeared from the workforce. Now, with those numbers, that's actually catastrophic for an economy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, AI is eliminating these jobs faster than what we once thought was going to happen. I mean, of course, we knew AI was going to come in and it was going to play a role in a lot of this to make a lot of these jobs easier or whatever. What is that? Put your friends network together today across many platforms. And my prayer and another time will tell. No, actually, you're not. No, you actually dead on.
That's
You're
right.
actually dead on.
Get your people, your muster list of people that you're going to be with or around during times of crisis. And absolutely, this shit is survival mode, baby.
Right, right. Now you gotta think like a lot of these AI programs, they replacing writers, customer service people, logistics, basic accounting, technical support, um, transportation, data analysis. Hell, you even got cop cars now that's running on the remote, running on AI. That just show. Now I don't know what they're gonna be able to do, but I know I just seen a thing the other day where Miami has vehicles, has actual police cars that show up. They're fully AI. Ain't nobody in the car. Now, what the hell you plan on doing? I have no idea, but they have them, and
Crazy.
it pops out a drone on the top of it, and the drone goes around and does surveillance and all that jazz. I mean, it's a
That's crazy.
right. It's a whole big thing. Even okay, now also going with the CBDC and then dealing with this, like you got to remember too, all that little gig work the people was doing, they're working behind the table. You know what I mean? That little bit of work you're doing over here for the little extra money, that shit's over. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be no more of that. So, so you got right now, you got millions of people right now that's only surviving by doing like DoorDash, Uber, Instacart,
No kidding.
little side hustles, some little online freelancing type stuff, because a lot of these jobs then went kaput. You know what I mean? But this, but does that not mirror a controlled shift? What do you think about that, Aaron?
Well, I say you're 100% right. And I'll be honest with you, they're going to have to reduce populations of the world down to controllable numbers, because right now there's too many people in the United States alone. There's not enough jobs to go around everybody, especially with AI getting ready to take over. You're going to have a lot of people running around with nothing to do. But if you can get rid of them due to a pandemic or a major war, you can get that population down to a controllable number without them realizing that you're culling the herd. In my area at the airport, this happened 2 years ago. I was out that way. I saw a helicopter that had sheriff wrote on the side of it. It wasn't a full-size helicopter. It was about half the size, probably about the size of a little bit bigger than my minivan. But it had these pods on the side, and I asked somebody what they were, and they told me they was I can't remember if they said tear gas or pepper spray dispensers, that in case of a riot, that chopper could fly right over top of rioters or protesters. It could literally crop dust them to death with a chemical agent. And I was like, wow. I mean, and then you got AI that's going to be controlling some of these new jet fighters. You got, what's his name, Bill Gates, saying that with the amount of satellites he's putting up there, not counting Elon Musk, that there won't be a square piece on Earth that you can go, that they're not going to be able to find you or see you. I mean, it's getting scary. And like the one person said earlier, you better be building your community right now, because that's what you're going to have to count on when we get into this.
Do you see this right here? One of the, somebody put on here, the birth rates are already pretty low, which is true, because a lot of people are not having kids these days because everything is so high. They can't afford to have kids.
Yep.
And let me add to that. If you're going to reduce a population, you have to slow down the birth rate and you have to speed up the death rate. That's the two formulas to the recipe that you have to do in order to get a population down. I mean, China went to what, one child, but because of the number of people they had, their population still went up because they wasn't able to slow down the birth rate. They thought they did by just going to one child, but hell, when you got billions and they're still able to make one child each, your number's still going to go up. And then you didn't do nothing to speed up the death rate. So in order to get the numbers to where they got to get, slow down the birth rate, That could be why they're coming out with these sexual robots that they're getting ready to come out with. And then 2, they got to
Shit.
increase the death rate, which a pandemic would be ideal at this moment. Something that is going to be highly infectious with at least a 25 to 50% kill ratio. You can knock things out within a year or 2.
You said sex robots?
Yeah, you ain't been seeing them advertising them on Facebook.
Oh,
That's
funny.
crazy.
I mean,
No,
they got military. China's got a military combat robot that can do handsprings. I was shocked.
Mm-mm.
And
So,
I'm
okay,
like,
so let
man,
me ask you this.
that'd be a hard rascal to stop with a firearm. I mean, we getting ready to see Terminator for real.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Sex
absolutely.
Terminators.
Let me ask you this, and this is
Look
for
at
both of
Mike
you,
making
and
a
also
drink and everything.
for you ones that's watching, you can put your answer in the chat there. How close are we to a true reset moment? I'll say it again for the ones that didn't hear that. How close are we to a true reset moment?
Hopefully not in my
Oh man,
lifetime.
I this shit could happen next week.
It could
I mean,
happen
it could.
anytime, but hopefully
Now,
it doesn't happen
realistically,
in my lifetime.
what I'm looking at in my timeline, 5 years.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, me personally, I think it's more closer than people think.
Mhm.
Now,
But you
now
know,
let me say this first:
now we're
a
talking
reset
about
does not mean that the
like
system
the whole
collapses
revelations
overnight.
and stuff like
That's not
that.
what that means.
Right.
Everybody's
Happens
been
in
talking about
stages.
the reset and
And
reload and all this
stages
for
that we're
many,
actually
many, many
already
years.
in. So you have you got high inflation, you got the debt explosion, you got geopolitical shifts, you got bank consolidations, and then you have the
What you need to do is grab
the,
one of your phone cradles from your bike.
technological transition. Sorry.
Clamp it on one
All
of
of
the other
that
gaming chair.
just takes one major trigger: banking failure, a global conflict, a bond crisis, and we'll push all that shit into a final stage. That's how simple it is. Now, like I said, when you're talking about this reset, a lot of people think that, okay, everything's just going to crash and this is what's going to happen. No. Nobody never said it was going to, that it had to crash completely overnight for this to happen. There's stages to that. And just by the stages that I just read off to you, those are actually going on right now.
Mhm.
So a lot of this stuff, you know, so to answer that question, I mean, how close are we? Very close. Very close.
Mhm. I would agree with you 100% that we're very close. To say it's within the next 5 years, I think is very well said because of the 2030 agenda under the UN. Is it going to happen overnight? No, it's going to be like putting frogs in a pot and you turn the temperature up slowly until you got them boiling and cooking and they don't even realize it. That's how slow it's going to be. Look at how they got us to go toward a cashless system. First, we had cash. Then we went to checks. Then we went from checks to debit and credit cards.
Yeah.
Now we're getting ready to go to a digital currency before we go into the beast system.
And that's the scary shit right there, man.
Yeah, it's been a stage of getting you used to not having cash and getting on to systems that they're more able to control. And the crash itself, depending upon how bad they want it to be, it could be minor to where we bounce back up onto our feet with the digital currency, or they could it could be major to where people are going to suffer for 6 months to a year, and then they're going to release the currency and say, here it is, here you go. If you want relief, we're going to give this digital currency to you. Everybody's going to be allotted a certain amount. If you refuse to become part of the system, you're not going to get nothing. You're not going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to enter any banks, any stores. You're not going to be able to go to your job and clock in.
What did I just say
Your
earlier
kids ain't
about
going to be able to go to
Revelation?
school. they're going to set it up to
The
where
whole mark of the beast.
it's going
Everything
to be
has
so
to be
critical.
numbers.
You're not going to have any other choice
Yep.
but to go for the okie doke.
This is exactly why gold and silver is so such a topic right now.
Well, so it's any precious metal.
It's a very unfortunate landscape that we're against
golden
right now,
metal
and
is
you
one
guys have to get
top
in the mindset
value,
of if you don't
but it's all
hold
precious
it, you
metals
don't
like
own it.
lead and brass.
Because it's getting to the point where, yeah, you may have
You know
like
what I
let's say
mean?
$100,000
Yeah.
in the bank.
I mean,
Listen,
how
man, what
much-
happens
how
when they
much
say
will lead and
we don't
brass
even
be
recognize the
if shit
dollar,
hits the
you know,
fan?
and now it's this or whatever.
It's
the
gonna
case
go up
is.
like
I
everything
mean,
else.
you want to be able to
It'll
protect
be as much
yourself
as
in
gold
some
and
sort of
silver,
way to
that's
be able
for
to
sure.
survive every situation. And gold and silver is the
As a matter of fact, if you're
financial
buying it from
way
me, it's going to cost
through
you
a
gold and
reset to
silver.
be able to survive it. That is definitely the number one way to do it.
And I'll be
on a
even nice.
financial
You can
level.
even throw some
gold silver
some
offers you
copper on
independence.
top of it. You know,
And you look at Venezuela, when people went under there, their currency went under.
that'll be a pretty
and we
penny.
kind of helped that along.
That's
people
saying
who
it's going to
had
be
gold and
gone.
silver
Just as the
immediately
coin.
moved into gated communities
That'll
and
be a
had
pretty
armed
penny.
guards. The other people were raiding the local zoos and were killing the animals just to have something to eat.
Kids in the future are not
I mean,
going
they
to
was
know what
going
a
to the
penny is.
aquariums, killing the whales and stuff, and cutting them up with machetes to have something to eat. I read endless reports of stuff like that happening. Food trucks being ambushed on the roadways, going to the grocery stores and stuff. So, everyone has a choice. I mean, you can decide: are you going to be the one that's in the gated community, or are you going to be the one out here fighting over resources? I mean, the choice is going to be yours.
So real quick,
Right.
I want to say one thing. I put a poll up, and we've had a lot of engagement on it. We have 67 votes on it, but I asked when will the reset happen, and I put 1 to 2 months, 1 to 2 years, 2 to 5 years, and 5 to 10 years. And it's actually kind of spread across where 25% of people think 1 to 2 months. And then 31% of people think 1 to 2
Well,
years.
when I voted on that,
25%
on the
of people
poll,
think 2 to 5 years,
I
and
just wanted
18% of
for
people
it to
think 5 to
disappear.
10. So
I
most
didn't really
people
want to
are
answer it.
thinking way more sooner than later. Very interesting.
Yeah, my guess is I'm thinking it's going to be within the next. It'll be totally in effect within the next 5 years. That's my
Next
opinion.
5 years,
Now,
I
what I
doubt
think
it.
will happen is
I
just like
seriously doubt it.
we're doing now. Like I said before, we're constantly breeding ourselves to do this just by the practices that we do
I
every
don't
day.
think it will, but if it does, I mean,
Now,
we're
what's
ready.
going to happen is that when some of this stuff do actually come about to the point that they're talking about chips
You
and
ready?
all this other
I'm ready.
I'm always ready.
little gadgets that they're
I know
talking
you're
about here,
ready.
there's gonna come a situation that's gonna pop up that a lot of people are gonna do it simply because they don't have a choice. I.e., SNAP benefits, Medicaid, shit like that. Okay, you want it, you take this. A lot of them would jump up and do that for those reasons. And like we have said numerous times, they will make a situation to where you don't have a choice but to do that. You know what I mean? And a lot of people will say right now, like, no, I'm not going to do it. But if you're hungry enough, your kid's hungry, you're going to do it. Whether you want to or not, you're going to do it. Unless you prepare yourself for a lot of this stuff. Now, there's a couple things that you can do. Like, number one, reduce all your high interest debt. Reduce all that. Try to get out those high interest credit cards, all that. Pay that shit down.
That is number one. That is
Pay
top
it down,
priority.
pay it off.
Yep.
Right. Build you a cash reserve, gold and silver. Have multiple income streams where you generating from everywhere. And the third thing that I think that would be most important would be to actually protect your purchasing power. And I mean that by your skills, your assets, your investments that you can be able to hold on to when this dollar weakens.
Right.
because it's going to hold the value. Gold, silver, gold backs, platinum. All of these, if you go look them up right now, it's skyrocketing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I looked at gold backs, and oh
we
my
showed the gold
God.
backs on her before. $100 gold back is now worth almost $900.
I was about to say 900. Yep.
The Arizona ones are more.
The dollar gold back. When they first came out, you could get them for a couple bucks.
Yeah.
$2-3 you could get them.
I
Now they're
heard
like-
it was $2.50 back then or whatever it was.
Right. Now they pushing $9.
Yeah.
You know, so a $1 gold back is now worth $9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And every time the gold prices go up, gold back's gonna go up too.
And that's
You know,
one
and-
1,000th
And
of
the only
a troy ounce.
So
Right.
the only
know,
reason
And
for
you have
those
a lot of these states
that
now
currency at the time
starting to produce these gold
is
backs.
they
You know,
were
it started out with just a couple.
replacement of
Now every
how
couple
much
months you see there's another state.
the
there's another
banks
state, there's
took
another
from
state
you in
Yep.
gold
that's
or
going
in
to start making
silver.
them.
The
But
silver back, the
there's
gold back,
a contingency there, though, right? They have to be in a
it was
surplus
actually
as a
worth
state
the value.
to be able to even offer gold backs. If you're in debt, you can't even offer them.
Right. And soon that's going to be a lot of states. You know, preferably a lot of states in the South ain't gonna be
Right.
able to do it.
No, they're not. Totally not.
Yeah, a lot of states in the South ain't gonna be able to do it.
Nope.
But this, but we were talking about when that first came out that there was a reason why they were doing it. But do you hear anybody talking about it? Do you see any commercials talking about go buy gold backs? No.
Hell no.
Do you hear them
No,
talking about it on the
everybody
news?
talks
No.
about buying the
I bet you
coins.
there's
I
people
mean,
in here right now that
because
are
of
like,
its
what the
weight.
fuck is a gold back?
Right. If you know, then you know.
I'm
Right.
thinking
You know what I mean?
certificates. Never mind.
Like I didn't know about them. Aaron told me. Then I started buying them. Then we told you. And you
Yep.
start
And then
buying,
I
you know what
started
mean?
buying them, and I
Right.
still buy them.
Right. And I tell people all the time, go buy it. Go buy
Yeah.
gold back. Go buy silver. Go buy gold. You know what I mean? I was telling people to go buy gold go buy silver when I was getting it when it was $19, $20 an ounce.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now it's over 50. Was it
Yep.
like 54 right now?
It's 59 right now.
59?
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's pushing $60 an ounce now.
Yeah, it was almost $60 yesterday, but it's
at
gonna
the
be
beginning
there very close.
Okay, but at the beginning of the year, it was $18, $19.
Well, I don't know if at the beginning of the
Yeah.
year, I don't think it was
Yeah.
that cheap.
No. Yeah, it was. That's when I
This
was
year?
buying it. Yeah, that's when I was buying it.
No, not this year.
I'm
Last
telling
year?
you. No,
20
this year. That's when I started buying it.
At what price?
I was getting it for like $20 an ounce.
No way. That's
Yes.
crazy.
It shot up quick. Me and Aaron been talking about this for months. And we
Wow.
kept saying it's gonna jump up, it's gonna jump up. That's what made me start buying it. Talking to Aaron. Because he was like, man.
And this bull run
go
that
over
we're
and get it.
seeing, this bull run that we're seeing on gold and silver, in particularly silver, we're 2 years into the bull run theoretically. And I think that we're on a very early stage of the bull run. People are like, oh, the bull run's over, blah, blah, blah. I actually think the bull run's going to happen for another 6 to 8 years.
Hey, Crystal.
What do you think gonna happen once it gets to the
Orland, how
when
you
it gets
guys
to a
doing?
certain point to where you're not able to buy it?
Just chilling
Because
here,
Yeah,
watching
that-
the
that-
Diamond Effect with Mike Ball.
Well, I mean, look at a lot of these central banks, and if they're struggling to get shit, then yeah, that's a hightail sign to the public. Yo, get it now, and that's exactly why
See, you
I
guys
think
are both on the vertical
everyone should be in a
side.
rush to get it, because I mean, I'm in a rush to get it, so I wouldn't steer you guys wrong on that.
Yeah, so we said that what we got. We at 109, so we're gonna
Great
drop it down.
conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna drop it down for the evening. I mean, actually, it was a whole lot more that we could talk about on this.
Oh,
But
easy.
it's a whole lot more that we're gonna talk about. But we're gonna drop it down for the evening. But I want y'all to think about something here, because Because at the end of the day, whether this collapse is intentional or is just a result of decades of bad decisions, the outcome is still going to be the same. America is being reshaped. And it's being reshaped right in front of our eyes. The economy we grew up with is gone. The middle class is shrinking. The dollar is being challenged. That we do know. Digital money is coming. CBDC is coming. And the global balance of power is shifting away from us, whether we like it or not. But here's the truth
cool, man.
that a lot of you don't want to hear. You are not powerless.
Warren says,
You are
what's
not
up, Mike?
supposed to be confused.
What up?
You're not supposed to be
Are you nodding off over there?
suffering quietly.
Nope, not yet.
I would say it that way. People who survive these resets are the ones that stay informed, pay attention, and refuses to let this system catch them off guard. So stay sharp, stay prepared, stay aware. So this is a domino effect, and we're here to bring you the truth behind some of these stories that the world news is not going to put you into. So until next time, I thank everybody for coming out, watching. Hit that like button on the way out. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Pass this on to a friend, somebody you work with, whatever. Just tell them go on there and hit that button. Watch some of this stuff.
Kind of sounds like what I say, huh?
That's our end game there. It's not about. It's not about.
all
money.
good. This is about
It's about
community.
putting this information out there and hoping that it's reaching enough people to where they're
Knowledge
aware,
is-
they're informed,
is
and
power.
they do what they need to do for their families before it's too late.
Learning
Not a
is-
conspiracy
is-
theory.
is power.
This is facts.
Being able to learn.
Now, like I said, like I always say, don't just take my word for it. Don't take Aaron's word for it. Don't take Mike's word for it. Look it up. 'Cause the same way we found that information, you can find that information.
Resources are great.
So, like I said,
Happiness
thank
is
everybody for coming out.
first
Next
club.
week,
Oh,
we'll
that's
have
the
another
other
story
thing
for you.
we've
Actually,
been
next week we're
talking
going to be
about,
talking
too.
about Agenda 2030. 'Cause that's something that we really need to tap into. So there's a whole lot of bullshit involved with that.
Because, you know, there's
And
the whole
we're going to dig
power
into it.
shut
Next
down
week, we're going to
and
be talking about
everything,
Agenda
so.
2030. So like I said, hit the like button on the way out. Scan that little QR code at the top up there. That takes you to the Domino Effect site. We got a lot of stuff on there. Go on there and check it out. And if you're actually a member, you get another section that nobody even sees that has a lot of great stuff in it on that part as well. So go on there and check that out. And like I said, please hit that like button. That's what get this out to the proper algorithm. You see that we're doing it on two different stages right now. We're doing the horizontal and vertical. So that way we're getting people watching TV and people watching on the phone.
That's
Hit
right.
that like button. Pass this on, because I'm telling you, this stuff that we're putting out right now it's important, and it's important for every single person needs to hear this. So put it out. So until
shit,
next
I am
week, talk to y'all later. Peace, love, and out. Hair grease, Aaron, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know how people feel, but you should be asking yourself a question right now, and that is, are we at the end of the world as we know it? Is things about to drastically change? And depending upon where you're at, what stage you're at. If you're a beginner, you should be working right now on your health and fitness. You should be working on your finances. That includes investing. And you should be building
You should be investing
relationships
in
with
your
family,
precious metals
blood
and your
relation,
QQs for those
or
precious metals.
extended family. Now, that's beginner level. Intermediate level
Right.
and advanced, you should be purchasing tools. More tools you got, more independent you are. Learn how to use them. You should learn how to grow food. You should be educating yourself in various skills so that you're not dependent upon anything or anybody. The more you can do for yourself, the better off you're going to be. And build your community. Get you a mechanic that can work on your car. Find you someone that can do plumbing, that you can barter and trade with. These things are essential. So look into that. And I'll
Welcome
stop
to our
there.
world.
Yeah, man. I think that people need to understand that this is not quote unquote fear mongering. You know, this
Nope.
is very much being realistic about a situation, objectively. And I can't thank Archbishop and Aaron enough for their expertise on these topics. I've learned an immense amount of time almost doing this now, almost 2 years with these guys. It's just been a great time to be able to have these conversations, and I'm very appreciative. And it's definitely put me in a better position to this day. So I'm very appreciative of that. The rhetoric that we speak up here, I actually follow. I do myself, and so I advise everyone here that was listening this evening to go ahead and take into consideration, like, okay, uh, how do I survive every situation? I mean, that's essentially the way that you got to look at things. How do I if the stock market were to
Blood, sweat,
crash,
and
will I
tears
be
if
able to
you have
survive?
to.
If our U.S. dollar becomes worthless, will I be able to survive? All sorts of situations, and I think that we're just getting into a point of history where it's just getting to that point where it's just
Yeah.
getting harder and harder and harder, and then it's gonna pop. And when this shit pops, it gets real quick,
So
right?
right
People are
there
going to be like, "Oh
nowadays,
shit! Now I want to
there's
go
less
get a gun.
copper
Now I want to go get some gold
and
and
more
silver." It's like,
aluminum
no,
out
you need to do
or power
this. We've been
source.
talking about this, and I hope that people really take advantage of the knowledge that is spelled
Lead and
out into
steel,
these
lead
shows,
and
man. So,
brass.
anyways, with that being
That's what I
said, much
say.
love, honor, respect, everybody. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out. I very much appreciate all of you guys. Stick around. We're going to be rating our buddy Carney's ride. He's live right now. So make sure you guys go over there and let him know that we're coming through with the Mike Ball
Gotta put a
raid
show
and
on.
Diamond Effect raid, man. So thank you guys very much. And we'll see you guys here in 7 days. Much love,
Oh,
honor,
hell
respect, and
yeah.
God bless.
That's awesome. Oh, I'm playing this. So you're right. Well, yeah. Like when the power grid goes out and stuff like that. Um, like when the power grid goes out and stuff
Oh,
like
hold on.
that. Whoa. Mike Ballray, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. But let's see. Most folks 50 and over, no plumbing, cooking. Yeah, and that's the nice part, for the next generation, like that are around us. I mean, I'd be dealing with plants and all that up in the mountain, but water is very scarce out there unless you find a pocket somewhere.
Yep.
And finding how far that pocket is too is the other thing. Fucking drilling and drilling. It's a lot of monies. A lot of monies. And here in the city, I just don't have the room. So, but we got all kinds of stuff going on. Oh shit! There we go, Mike Ball.
Hello, Mike Ball.
Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. As you would say in your own words.
Shit.
Oh yeah. What's up, Mount Woman? Raid. Steve Posey, what's going on? Bikers always teach life skills. It is because most bikers, even if they're gypsies, hippies, nomads, what is it? They're travelers, wanderers. You live off the land, the old ancient ways, just in a new style. And when a pack gets together, what happens? You build a compound. And the ballers have arrived. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and checking it out. We're just over here. Just finished what you guys just finished watching the Diamond Effect with Mike Ball and Archbishop and Aaron. Good guys. Um, I'm glad you guys are coming in and checking it out. Yes, like Hardwire says right there, hit that. Let's see. Hit the like, then go to the vertical and hit the like there too. Do it. Just do, do it. Fucking Hardwire. Right on, man. And if you're over there on the vertical side, go ahead and tap that screen twice, man. Get that thumbs up. Live, laugh, love. If that don't work, oh, exactly. Tap and rack, baby. Tap and rack.
And you better bring a skill set.
Oh shit. A rat-a-tat-tat. Carney's back. No, this is trusted biker with pride. Trusted. Yeah. But there's have been politicians or bikers that became politicians. So so what are you guys up to tonight? We're over here, like I said, we just finished watching what you guys just watched. Uh, I trust folks in dirty jeans long before I trust. Dude, yeah. Dirty dirty jeans and work boots. Yep. I mean, I'm wearing tennies right now, but I do wear my boots quite a bit, mostly when I ride. If I'm not riding, shoot, I'm trying to get comfortable, so I wear my tennies. I could have moved it.
I'm gonna hold this.
My hand?
Hey now.
Hey now.
Okay, sometimes I'm helpless.
That's funny.
Depends. Said one earlier.
Oh yeah.
My hand up low.
All right, let's. so I just threw this show just to, I don't know. What was I doing? Pretty much nothing. Came down the mountain and figured out.
99. Thank
Trying
you.
to
Hyper.
figure what I wanted to do. Let's see. What do we got? Boone. Nothing. Oh.
99. Thank you, Hyper Prior. I appreciate that.
Let's see. I was watching some of the videos earlier today. Ooh, look. I like that. I like Uzis. All right. Well, we try to figure this out. Here, watch this. Watch this. Do what I tell you to do. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
From the midway to the road, I've seen it all. Ringing bells and spinning wheels under the big top's ball. I spun the wheel of fortune, got lucky and got lost. Now I'm riding on my bike, feeling free
I did
like
ride,
I've
that's
been
for sure.
crossed.
That was a good
All of the
Thanksgiving.
colorful tents, now just open skies above. The laughter of the crowd, now the wind in my glove. I traded the popcorn stand
Oh, yeah,
for
Laura.
the open highway. Life's a ride and I'm just living every day. From the
Yes.
carnival to the yard, I found my way. With every twist
To
and
God's
turn,
glory,
I've learned
exactly.
to play. The world's my stage, I'm the star on this journey. I'm not afraid to
I'm surprised the chat's not as active.
From the midway to the road, I've grown so
What about you, Mike?
bold. With
What's up?
every mile, I feel the world unfold.
Oh, you probably could barely hear me, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Let me turn it down a little bit.
I'll never say
I don't know. I just have this thing about cranking everything up. Oh, you should know that. You opened up the motor of the bike.
What carnage is in Carney's bike?
Fuck yeah. I blessed everything.
I'm the captain of my own ship, taking control. Through the rain, through the iron, I've been through it all. The highs and lows, they made me stand tall.
You know, I'm kind of wondering if I want to open up the panel tonight. I haven't decided yet if I want to go take people down the rabbit hole. Welcome to my fun house time. See, the funny part is I never mentioned about the fun house or the dark ride. The fun house, the spook house, the glass house. I haven't even talked about the houses. Or even the sideshow where all the freaks play. At 10 and 110. Oh my god. You know, I wish some of my old friends would hit me up with some of those old videos with me on the CBRs, or even the YZ when I used to ride inside the cage. Would be nice. Not a bad video, huh?
Nope.
You know, and I forgot all about that one too. Oh shit!
Aw.
If you open the, just slide it under the couch. That's funny.
That was hilarious.
Oh man.
Ah.
I'm echoing. I don't know why I would be echoing. Oh. Huh. But anyways, if you open the panel, I might actually jump in. Echoing. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. It's because so Sick Bastard does his Monday morning music mayhem style show, and I always tell him every Tuesday morning I have to remind him about setting his echo because when he's doing his music, I should be hitting that when I hit the music, when I do the live stream, or when I'm playing it off of the YouTube and stuff like that. When I'm talking also, but that's where that goes in effect. But I notice it doesn't do that when I play the music on that I have loaded up in the StreamYard. Hey, you guys, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, let you know when the show is on. And if you want to help support the channel, you can always hit me on the PayPal. You can see that on the bottom of the ticker right here where it says donos, 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 and all that. And right here, right above us, you can see the upper left-hand corner on your screen. That is the QR code to the Cash App if it makes it a little bit easier for you. But I like to do explosions and stuff like that, so hit me on the Cash App just like this. Those that know the Cash App, you know how it goes. $ Carney Vanguard, capital C, capital V. Oh, that's a pretty good night though. How about you, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Earlier, I was tired from yesterday, but I guess
Yeah.
2 cups of coffee and my big mug helped. It's funny that drive back from Santa Fe always kicks my ass, and then I get home, I'm wide awake.
Oh yeah. You know, I drink a lot of coffee. I mean, I'll probably have, I don't know, 4 cups just on the coffee show alone. And then I drink quite a bit when I'm just chilling here with Zip Tie and Critters. Unless I want something cold, then I'll hit up the dew. Get the dew from Critters.
The dew.
But my sister sat there and hooked me up with a nice cold coffee.
Nice.
Tastes very sweet. That's why it's perfect. No, it's like perfect for cold coffee.
Yeah. To me, it was a little too
That right there, that cold coffee, letting it sit and thicken up and all that, makes it taste like, like a nice cold, thick um, Starbucks coffee. I shouldn't even say their name, but I don't sponsor them. I don't promote them. Fuck them. But
Fuck them. They want to be on every base in the world, but they don't want to fucking support any wars.
they don't want to
Fuck them.
support. Yeah. But I but nice, that kind of place. Here in Albuquerque, we got coffee place called what, Dutch Brothers.
Dutch brother, dude, we got coffee shops all over the place.
Yeah, it all depends on what you're looking for. Me, I'm good with instant coffee with what, 1 spoon of instant coffee, 2 spoons of sugar, and hot water, and I'm good. But when I get fancy, yeah, I do like to have nice cold coffee, like sometimes a caramel macchiato um or a nice real thick Java.
I think the closest thing I get to cold coffee is the Monster coffees.
Oh yeah, well, not Java, the mocha. I don't know,
Mocha and the caramel,
real thick
salted
mocha.
caramel.
Yeah, salted caramel's good. Oh shit, it's all good. Uh, let's see. Ba-ba, where was I going? Let's get out of here real quick. Where we at right now? 462. Sweet. 38 more to go, guys. Hit that like and subscribe. Please, if you want to share it, would be much appreciated. Ooh, crank caller? Almost 8 o'clock. Hello? Hello?
Durka Durka.
A Durka? Are they going to hang up? Are they going to answer? Oh, they hung up. Sorry, guys. I was hoping they were going to. Dude, it's almost 8 o'clock in the evening here. And I'm still getting fucking spam with no eggs. That's bullshit. Durka. I like this one.
This is a message to all the haters out there. If you don't like what I do, but you watch everything I'm doing, you're still a fan.
Oh. All right. Let's see what's going on out here. What is Boom doing? Three people watching with nothing going on or no sound. Let's see. Okay, I'm done. I just lost my attention.
Squirrel.
I'm like, I can only sit in silence for so, which, well, I can sit in silence while everybody else, I gotta have stuff going on around me.
Hi, Jade. Get inside.
Oh, that's members only.
All right, that was okay.
Sorry, guys, you can't watch that if you're not a member. You gotta be a member to watch that. Oh, Rhodey's on. Oh, he's gaming. Flight Simulator. Huh. Oh, Rhodey, you deserve a thumbs up. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss some? Thumbs up on vertical.
Fuck! Well, those guys sucked anyway. Long as there's no
Well,
witnesses, I
fuck.
can still throw you something.
Well, they suck.
He's playing GTA.
Fuck,
I mean, it's beautiful.
fucking
Not quite what I
GTA.
ordered. Still, long as you took them all out, that's
They gotta wait longer for GTA 6 to come out.
That's funny. Back to horizontal. Really half mile from Starbucks and a mile from Dutch Brothers. Guess which we go to. Uh, Probably Walmart to go get your own coffee so you can make it home. uh,
You can like follow through.
I know I would. That's how I am. Okay. I can only go so long with this too. Oh, Rob's on. Is he on? Grid's on.
He didn't bring any, so he just whatever he wanted to shoot.
Oh, okay, I see.
I believe I need to check back and see if he confirmed. I'm going to be debating on his tomorrow.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh shit.
Me too. So the are you? Let me see if you've been added to the because I haven't been paying attention.
I haven't either. I did. I opened Discord when I saw that, or when you said that, and then I closed it immediately because bloop 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 bloop. bloop,
Hold on
bloop.
real quick. Let's see what's up.
Huh. Maybe he kicked me out and put you in. Because I don't see the group chat anymore.
He didn't add me to a group. I don't think he just sent me a DM.
Yeah. I was being fairly what's the word I'm looking for? Hilarious about. Oh no, there it is. I don't see you in this group yet, but
He hasn't added me to a group. I responded yes, but then haven't heard back from him.
so if you're part of it, it's going to be a great group. The fucking Texan didn't bring a gun. No, he didn't bring a gun because he flew, and flying with guns is fun unless you're like me and just do it for the fuck of it.
And Gibbs already dresses like he's flying with an ounce of coke.
Right? Yeah, he's flamboyant. So
I've never shot a Ruger 5.7. When I was allowed to have guns,
I didn't forget
Ben was the only one that had them.
Yeah, it was Doomsday 91 was there. That's the guy. I keep forgetting that was his screen name.
She wears butt.
I'm sorry, man. I forgot that was your screen name. But yeah, it was awesome, dude. It was great.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And TD was
Just
there.
happened to find another show that was talking about guns.
I don't know his. That may be Doomsday is TD. I thought it. Anyway, Doomsday 91, I think, is TD. But
So what's
it's a good time.
What's Anson getting into? He's been. I saw that he bounced in the last stream.
I can't, man. I will be. I'm perfectly willing to tell you privately, but I'm not gonna say.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It was just a.
It's
passing sort of.
It's nothing that you. It's nothing that I would have thought, and it's horrible, and it's.
You should type it in the back chat.
Well,
I'll talk to your audience.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? I bet you wish that you knew what I'm about to know, but I'm happy to report that I will know. Damn, I just choked on my own spit.
That's what she said.
Anson just takes 30 usernames and trolls chats. Does he? I don't know.
What?
That's a lot of work, having that many accounts.
It is. That's why I don't. So, yeah, he's been dealing with some stuff, man. So, TD YouTube's just gay and changed it. I got you, brother. Now that was my roadie. I'm gonna be honest with you. This guy shows up, right? This guy shows up, and he says he used to do low voltage stuff. And I'm like, sweet, run these mic cables. And then he taped them all down, and he got my Ethernet cord run. I'm telling you, that dude did work. And it was right. Like, I didn't even have to tell him like 4 times how to do anything or anything like that. He's just like, yeah, okay, I got it. And shit worked. That's why we really didn't have any problems, man. The guys just, the event was so awesome because nobody knew each other, but everybody worked together, and there was nobody arguing, nobody bitching, nobody complained.
That's what you needed me for.
I know. If we, it was one of those where if I needed, hey man, could somebody run up there stairs and do this? Like 3 people would be like, yeah, I got it. And
give him a thumbs up.
But it was awesome, man. That it was really, really good. So,
all right,
and that was it was awesome that he did that. And
all right. Let's just hit the live and see who's out. 93 people
Called
watching.
in, retard. It's fucking YouTube. Nobody called in. We're not on fucking page.
Hey, Sweet Pea, how you doing? Salmon, what
And I'll
is
call this faggot.
People behind the avatars.
Oh, Deets. Okay.
Man, I use my avatar when I have to. That's about it.
Okay, we're gonna go and watch the originals. Let me leave this open.
Look at that. See, speak.
Okay, so Connor, Idaho.
See. No, seek, hear, speak no evil.
All right, so we're gonna do noons first, but we're also gonna play through to where Warner is talking to Hunter outside and he shows his hands, because I know that in the information that I did the video of that I'm editing, where it comes to item number 76 and 77, in the very specific video that y'all wanted me to watch, you never seen such a tacky freaking
5 Honda VF 1000
See another sunrise, see another sunset.
Making food meal. There you go. Pressure cooker, dirty water.
Little fucking
Here
trash
is
panda.
here is like
Trash panda.
Not in that office anymore. I don't know if
If the
Very
Biden
fine.
team did something like that, if it was true, I'd
Oh,
probably be hitting them tonight
You saw the
on,
name of that
on
one?
television.
Hillbilly
other side of the flower shop, which is on the other side of the hotel. The
PCT only. I know. Hold on a second. I'm.
Oh.
Let him ask you a question, and y'all let you answer.
you set this up. This whole
set this up.
I never. No. Hold on.
I
Hold
set
on.
this up. I think I'm sorry. I feel so bad for this mother.
That's groupie. That's
Oh, it's all goofy.
shows are great, and so are you.
Damn, she got 1.6 thousand people watching right now.
Wait,
What is she
what's
doing?
the scent? Bad guy repellent. I'll be honest with you. I feel like this is long overdue, and I needed this anyway. How did this go through the mail? Are you allowed to do this?
Yes.
Can I regift
buy it
this
on
to Mike
Amazon.
Crawford? I feel like he might need it.
Okay, she got 1.6 thousand watching right now. For what?
Going
It's
through.
pistachio salted caramel and air freshener for the car, but it's pistachio.
What?
I don't know if
Oh
you're
my
watching,
God.
but thank you. Obviously, it's a legit thing. I love pistachios.
Getting gifts from.
Thank you. He needs to use it as a mouth spray. You
Wow.
the Troopa Beach.
That's interesting. This person, 1.6 people, 0.6 thousand people watching game, a fucking Mario Kart. What's this one? 1.5. Well, that looks like something's going on.
We got crosswalks for a reason. Hey, look, a piece of concrete.
And non-focus.
Focus today, man.
How many times have you dropped it?
From tripping over the curb. Dude, come on. I
Now,
can't.
never mind.
Never give up.
That's right. I'm gonna wear the pedo mask too to scare him off.
Even though you almost did.
41.
No, I'd never give up. That was a test to see if you guys would give up.
Mhm.
You passed the test.
I will.
Congratulations.
Oh my god, dude.
But
Really?
no.
Dude, 41,000 people watching that shit. It's nuts.
Brain melting bullshit.
Ice baby.
Ocean Plots YouTube and finish watching it. I'm just gonna stream Nico until the other Patriots get there.
The blanket back and
The other Patriots.
supposedly he was on an interview and he went live later that night saying, "Hey, it's squashed. I'm done with."
Like, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay. And like with the truck, you know, like if you don't want it, like I'll take it. Like,
Oh, I didn't even notice the chat. Sorry, guys. Am I getting behind? Oh, yeah.
They're holding off their own conversation.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Looks like it's about the same. My last comment was a very poor joke. Oliver Crisco had a 5-pound bag of Death Wish beans for sale. Oh, shit. That's funny. Okay.
Fucking retarded ass sheeple opinion.
Yeah, sheeple. Haven't heard that in a while.
Some context clues.
That or snowflakes.
Getting close to taking our $50 spin shots here.
Everybody on one side's talking and no one on the other side's talking. Why?
Because they don't give a fuck.
But taking up a cell.
Right,
in
but
the
I
prison.
feel like you okay.
I
I feel
don't
like
know.
you never contended with the fact that innocents are going to be put down. Instead, you jump to a fantasy world where if the system
There is not a
works the way-
fantasy world.
I'll try.
Yeah, there is. It's down on Jefferson. You don't want to go there.
I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna go through.
It's not a fantasy world when there's undeniable proof. If you have DNA and undeniable proof,
one bit.
Yeah. Also, I'm being asked.
What happened on Cash today? 'Cause I tuned in and then like
I have to. All right, I gotta check something out. Oh, here's live.
In the future, we're here now, but we can't access history and record of the past and the current moment. And in both the past and the current moment, we've made mistakes and taken the lives of innocent people in lieu of catching guilty or punishing guilty people. And so long as it's
Sorry,
happening in the
people
past
watching.
and in the present, then it will continue into the future, in my opinion. And I don't think
stations, and the men have gone off to fight whatever.
Oh man, I don't even know what. Of course, you know me. I'm not going to put on any biker news content because you know they always talk about all the different clubs that may have issues or what are, you know. I know a lot of people are trying to get me into that, and it's like, no, that's not my style.
Right?
But you know what? Willie T. Taylor. Oh. Willie T. Taylor. Oh. Well, this time. Willie T. Taylor. I'm everywhere now.
For Jay Turner.
See what you think of this song.
For Jay Turner. Cause death ain't gonna hold me down. I'm everywhere now. I'm everywhere now.
This is pretty much a Wednesday chill night, ain't it?
Yep.
Like ready to close your eyes and go to bed type stuff. I'm like fighting my eyeball, my eyelids.
Whatever, maybe there's some post.
I guess I needed some gas.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yay, 2-hour delay tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. I guess my bitching of us early birds getting to work prior to everybody getting notification about the weather up there. My leadership has jumped on the ball finally.
Oh, yeah.
It did not help me what I was looking for. Let's see, districts.
Oops.
Inclement weather reminders. Santa Fe Public Schools aims to make weather. So families have time to adjust.
According to mainstream media.
This is insane. And I started kind of like trying to look into it.
Will be on a 2-hour delay Thursday, December 4th. All schools and district offices will be open 2 hours later. Now let's fucking close them, goddammit.
Man, this sucks, man. I wish I can't find this damn movie anymore.
What movie?
21 Days Under the Sky. It's a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the soundtrack right here.
Well, hello, friends. This next song I'm about to perform is one I wrote late night.
Bull Riders and Songwriters. It's a good song. So, listening to the travels and riding in the rain and the body aching and all that stuff, right? You know that feeling, Mikey? You rode with us in Tennessee in the rain.
Yeah, but I got smart and brought patches for my back, and having that backrest really saved my ass.
Yeah, but still, you know, you were still kind of achy. Everybody gets achy.
Yeah.
But this was a song for that. I'm gonna play
Sweet.
it. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in, checking it out. Still behaving. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Everything right.
Three, four.
Oh man, that's a long ride, and you get off of that bike, and you're ready to call it a night. First, you got to go grab something to eat and everything before you go and chill.
Hell yeah, because if your head hits that pillow, it's crashing.
Yep. Yeah, this movie, it's a good movie documentary type film. Um, few bike builders did the chopper run that the chopper build out there in New York. What is it? The Bronx or Brooklyn? I can't remember. But these guys met up in Cali and took the Lincoln Highway cross country from there, from Cali all the way to New York. Kind of like right being on the old Route 66. You know, you got some good area, and then you got areas that don't have a road anymore. So, and it was a good adventure watching it, you know.
Hell yeah.
Because that's the story, like I always tell you, I even told you this ride, I tell everybody every year when we take the Tennessee ride, it's not the destination. The destination will be there. It's
Yep.
the journey getting there. That's where you build your bonds and,
Hell
right.
yeah.
Let's see. I don't even know what else I wanted to do. Do-do-do-do. What does GQ have? Out and about.
Doesn't he work? No. Maybe. Oh no, he's one that travels all over the place, right?
Yes. The teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He skates out on a weekend and tries to make it as far as possible and back.
Yeah, that's how he is. He makes his distance. He's like some people. What's his name? Adam Sandoval.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of trips and stuff like that.
That will definitely
But-
happen for me when I retire.
But it's not, he just doesn't. I mean, his thing is not just trying to do a run and stop at all these Harley places. GQ is it's all about the adventure.
Yep. And who he meets on the road.
Yeah. Yeah. Who he meets and his out of state brothers and stuff that pop in.
Yep.
On his journey. That's what I'm talking about. Get on the bike, go for a ride. Maybe a brother is not busy. He meets me at somewhere, rides me out to another. On my journey out or wherever.
Yep.
That's the way to do it. I wonder if I think I'll get striked for Pink Floyd music.
That will put me to sleep.
Yeah, me too. I'm about there. What does a 3%er patch mean? Oh, who did this? Should we?
What is a
Yes.
3% biker club? I saw this
Of course
online and it was incorrect. So
So
let's debunk this. A 3% MC has been sanctioned and approved by the Hells Angels to wear the three-piece patch along with front title patches and front rockers. Now here's what a 3%er really means. The term 3%er comes from the American Revolution. It refers to the idea that only 3% of colonists actually stood up and fought against the British crown. It's about resistance, freedom, and standing against oppression. It had nothing to do with motorcycle clubs originally.
No, it was
Over
about
time,
defending the
some
country.
bikers, mostly veterans, adopted the symbol, but it has nothing to do with the Hells Angels or any clubs. This came from the American Revolution. What is a 3%
yeah.
bike?
I could have told you that. Matter
That's
of
my
fact, I
speech
think
every time
I have mentioned it on his show in the chats years ago. But yeah. See, and that's the other thing, It's funny that some people forget. Like that, like the other song from Willie. I'm everywhere now. I just came out with a different name. A name that really stuck. Thank you, Biden administration, for doing this to me. Making me change my name. Oh no. And come out with a vengeance saying, pay me, motherfuckers, if you knock me out of the water again.
Huh.
Let's see. We still got 5 people watching. That's cool. All right. You know what? How long have I been on? Almost, okay, 13 minutes for 3 hours. Time is it? 8:30? Why does it feel so fucking late?
Because it's dark outside.
I usually like to night ride, so I don't know why I would feel tired. Maybe I got used to waking up early mornings again. Not used to this. Oh, let's see. I think I might just pack it up because I still got a show in the morning too.
Nice.
38 to go. Yay. Yep. Matter of fact, I'll throw that up on the stage real quick. Let you guys see it. Horse 62. 38 to go. That is awesome. And I owe it to you guys. You guys are awesome. Helping us, helping me get to that goal. But you guys that are still here, if you got Facebook, share to Facebook. Tag everybody in it.
Steal your friend's phone and put it and subscribe to their account to his account. I did that today. Looked up our buddy at work and said, hey, pull up YouTube. Type this in. Hit subscribe. I don't care if you watch or not. Hit subscribe.
That's the way to do it. You can always do it that way too. As you can see, I smoke a lot, so I get the munchies. And apparently the only thing that really quenches my appetite is subs. So subscribe and have your people subscribe and have your people's people subscribe. You guys are awesome. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, actually it's 18 and above on this show. That's it. That's all. I hope you had a ball. But Carney's Ride's about to be over, so please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to let you know when the show is on. And if you want to help the channel, donate, and help the show keep it going and all that, you know, hit me on that Cash App. Oh, let's see. I'm wondering how I want to let off tonight. You know what? Oh, Mac. We're gonna let off with your video for me.
Ain't no Carney that finally made world is way back home. Got me on my journey. While I'm riding on a motorcycle across some beautiful country. Inside the cage, call I'm working. Airports that I landed, cruise ships that I leap hold on, and of course the events that I happen to be at. My name is Jeremiah Gonzalez, born in Albuquerque, and I grew up in the carnival lifestyle and came back after all the years I've been gone. Now I ride with Vanguard Motorcycle Club and enjoy life while I can. You will feel like you're on the emotional midway from the calm, smooth carousel ride to more than likely playing the games, enjoying yourself, to feeling sick from going on a roller coaster. So strap in